Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Chaos, Joey the Passion. As I always say, I appreciate you being here for the journey, and it has been a journey. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into another match duel here and see what Mr. Wheeler has in store for us today. I will also just take a second to thank the 2 subscribers who did subscribe to the channel. I don't know who you guys are, as you are private, but I do thank you. If you do want to make yourself public, I will give you a proper shout out, but completely up to you. And we did win the rock, paper, scissors, and I chose to go first. So let's see what we got. We got the Roroku. That's a spell card that during your turn you can reduce the attack of one monster by half and add that amount to the attack of another monster on the field. We got the Call of the Haunted. That's that continuous trap card. Select one monster from your graveyard and special summon it in face-up attack position. When this card is destroyed or removed from the field, the summoned monster is destroyed. If the summoned monster is destroyed, this card is also destroyed. We got the Tribute to the Doomed. As I've said multiple times, one of my own personal favorite cards, as it did help me win a tournament. Discard one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one monster card on the field, regardless of position. We got a very great card that I'm happy to finally see us draw. We did win this card 2 games ago. It's a very, very good card. United We Stand. For each face-up monster you control, increase the attack and defense of the equipped monster by 800 points. We got the Dark Zebra, 4-star monster, 1800 attack, 400 defense, with a really bad negative effect, but I do keep this card in the deck because it has 1800 attack. But that effect is, if this is the only card you control during your standby phase, it's automatically placed in defense position. You cannot change the position of this card during the same turn. And we got the Change of Heart, a staple of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series in general. Select and control one opposing monster regardless of position on the field until the end of your turn. So unfortunately, Dark Zebra is the only monster I do have, so I will have to play it with the thought that it will go into defense position on the next turn, but nothing I can really do about that. So I will play Dark Zebra, and I'll just put Call the Haunted down for now. If I need to bring back the Dark Zebra or something, I will. We'll end it there and see what Mr. Wheeler can do.
Just go along and see this card here. Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because this card's a trap.
Alright, so he's going with 2 cards face down in the monster defense position. Like I said, Dark Zebra will go into defense position itself right now. Nothing I can do there. We got the Monster Reborn. Select one monster card from either your opponent's or your own graveyard and place it on the field under your control in attack or defense position. Face up. This is considered a special summon. Another staple of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise in general. Not much I can do. I could Tribute to the Doom to get rid of this, but is it worth it? Not knowing what deck he's using, I'm just going to leave things as is. As I always say, though, guys, you can let me know how I'm handling the strategy part of this game. I always would appreciate feedback. I am trying to improve, so please do let me know. It looks like we're playing the Toon deck. I think this is the Toon deck because it has the maintain life points aspect of things. So let's see if that is correct. Alright, so he played the Nimble Momonga. It's a 2-star monster, 1000 attack, 100 defense with the effect of when this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, increase your life points by 1000 points. You can also take cards of the same name from your deck and special summon them to the field in face down position. The deck is then shuffled. He flipped the Kitatsi into attack mode. 2-star monster, 300 attack, 800 defense. Don't have to deal with this effect because it is in attack mode, but when this opponent's monster attacks this card in face down defense position, the attacking monster is equipped with this card. Damage calculations are canceled. Treat this card as an equipped spell card during each of your opponent's standby phases. Increase your life points by half of the attack of the monster equipped with this card. And we drew the Dimensional Warrior. That's a 4-star monster, 1200 attack, 1000 defense with a really good effect. When this card attacks or is attacked, both this card and the opposing monster are removed from play and cannot return during the current duel. So I'll play the Dimension Warrior now in attack mode, even though I don't really want to use its effect, and I'm not planning on doing that. I'm going to use Call the Haunted to bring back the Dark Zebra. And Dark Zebra with Dimensional Warrior on the field will not go into defense position next turn. So that's kind of my thought process here. And I'll use the Dark Zebra to get rid of this Kitatsi. And I'm not going to attack with Dimensional Warrior because I do not want it to be banished. I want to keep it on the field. Unfortunately, that means I can't get rid of the Nimble Momonga, but it's fine for now. So he played another card face down and a monster face down as well as a card face down and switched the Nimble Momonga into defense mode. We drew the Mystical Space Typhoon. That's that counter magic card. Destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Don't really want to play any of these magic or trap cards yet. So I'll try to use the Dark Zebra to attack whatever this face down card is.
Take this. I activate magic arm shield.
That sucks. I'm going to lose both of my monsters here. Nothing I can do about it. So Dark Zebra will attack the Dimensional Warrior, and then Dimensional Warrior's effect will activate, and I will lose both. So, okay, it is what it is. I'm sure he's going to attack me directly this upcoming turn. I'll have to find a way to get another monster on the field to prevent all this damage. Okay, only one monster in attack mode, so I'll take the 1,000 hit, bring me down to 6,700. He's at 5,900. Hoping to draw a monster here. Did not. Got Share the Pain. That is a spell card. Offer one monster on your side of the field as a tribute. Your opponent must select one monster on his or her side of the field and offer it as a tribute. I don't want to discard from my can, and I think I'm at the limit with being 7, so I will set the Share the Pain now. We'll end our turn there. Really do need a monster this upcoming turn, though, so I can stop the damage bleed. The Gemini Elf. So that's the 4-star monster, 1900 attack, 900 defense. As I always say, it is the highest attacking non-tributed monster you can have that does not come with a negative effect. Love when I have it, hate when my opponent has it. So we're down to 3,800. He's at 7,800. He did just play the Seabeak's Blessing, which is a magic card. You can activate this card when your monster card inflicts direct damage to your opponent's life points. Increase your own life points by an amount equal to the direct damage you inflicted to your opponent. Finally got a monster, Witch of the Black Forest. 4-star monster, 1,100 attack, 1,200 defense. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, move one monster with the defense of 1,500 or less from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffled. So we will now play Witch of the Black Forest, and I will use Witch of the Black Forest to attack and destroy the Nimble Momonga. Looks like he's going with Skull Dice, so I'm probably going to lose my Witch of the Black Forest, unfortunately. I will. So that will allow me to use Witch of the Black Forest's effect, though, and bring a monster to my hand. I think I'm going to take my own Gemini Elf, so I can deal with his Gemini Elf this upcoming turn. And I do want to protect myself. I don't want to be taking too much big damage here. But I don't really have any big play moves I can make, so I will just use Mystical Space Typhoon to get rid of whatever this card is. It was a time machine, so that is a good hit on our part to get rid of. When one monster is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can return it to the field in the same position as a special summon. And I will activate Monster Reborn. I don't want to, but I am worried with only 3,700 life points that I'm going to lose the duel on this next turn. So I will put Witch of the Black Forest in defense mode so that the Gemini Elf at least has to target that. And that will allow me to also bring something else into my hand. So there goes the Gemini Elf attacking the Witch of the Black Forest. As expected, so we will be able to take something else into our hand. I'm gonna take Zombra because that will help me get rid of the Witch of the Black Forest, his own Gemini Elf, without having to sacrifice my Gemini Elf. We will take that 1,000 point hit as a result of the Nimble Momonga, and he is playing another card in defense position. So, Zombra the Dark 4-star monster, 2,100 attack, 500 defense. As I just said for the Gemini Elf, if there is a monster over 1,900 without a tribute required, it does come with a negative effect. This is one of them. This card cannot attack the player directly. Each time this card destroys a monster in battle, decrease the attack of this card by 200 points. We drew Kiko the Ghost Destroyer, 4-star monster, 1,800 attack, 700 defense, with a really good effect of each time this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can remove up to 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard from play. In addition, as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot remove any cards in either graveyard from play. So I will summon Zombra the Dark now. And I will use it to get rid of his Gemini Elf finally. That is the thing that I've been fearing most of this time. So that'll bring him down to 7,600. Zombra will drop to 1,900. We're at 2,700 life points. Excuse me.
I'm switching it to defense position.
All right, Nimble Momonga in defense position. That's fine. We got the Goblin Attack Force, 2,300 attack, 4-star monster. So again, negative effect. This is one of them. When this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. This position cannot be changed during your next turn. I'll get Kiko the Ghost Destroyer on the field. I'm not going to be able to attack his life points directly anyways this turn, so I might as well. I'll use Zombra to attack whatever this face-down card is. It is a Kitatsi, so it will equip with Zombra, but hey, at least I don't lose the additional 200 attack points, but he is going to increase his life points by that much. And I'll use Kiko the Ghost Destroyer to hopefully destroy whatever this face-down card is. It is the Bubonic Vermin. I should have expected that. 3-star monster, 900 attack, 600 defense with an effect of a flip effective. You can take one Bubonic Vermin card from your deck and special summon it on the field in face-time position. The deck is then shuffled, so we're going to have to get rid of the other two monsters, but we're fine. He is running out of monsters. He hasn't got any Toon monsters on the field, so I don't feel like we're in a bad spot here. Especially if he's not going to be able to play any more monsters. So we got the Penguin Soldier. That's that 2-star monster, 750 attack, 500 defense with a flip effective. You can return up to 2 monster cards from the field to the owner's hand. I'll get the Gemini Elf on the field now. And we will use Zombra to attack one of these Bubonic Vermin. He'll summon another one. I'll lose the 200 life point attack points on Zombra. So that'll bring us down to 1,700. There's the other one. And I can use Kiko to destroy the other one. That's all the Bubonic Vermin, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. And Gemini Elf to destroy this Nimble Momonga. He will increase his life points by 1,000 and get 2 more on the field, but that's to be expected. We are burning resources from Mr. Wheeler, so that's good. There's the other two. He's at 9,550, and we're at 2,700, but we're basically one turn away from finally breaking through. Okay, another monster in defense position. We got the Diligent Duo, really good spell card. Pay 1,000 life points, randomly select and discard 1 card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent then selects and discards another card from his or her hand. We will use that now. And we'll get rid of 2 of his cards. They're probably going to be Toon cards, I'd imagine. There they are. Yep, he doesn't have Toon World yet, so that's good. We got rid of the Toon Summon Skull, so that's a 6-star monster, 2,500 attack, 1,200 defense, with the effect of this card cannot be summoned unless Toon World is on the field. This card cannot attack in the same turn that it is summoned. Pay 500 life points each time this monster attacks. When Toon World is destroyed, this card is also destroyed. If your opponent does not control a Toon monster on the field, this card may inflict direct damage to your opponent's life points. If a Toon monster is on your opponent's side of the field, your attacks must target the Toon monster. And we also got the Mermaid. Toon Mermaid has the exact same effect, but it's only a 4-star monster, so no tribute required. 1,400 attack, 1,500 defense. So we'll summon the Goblin Attack Force now, and we're going to break through finally and get rid of some of these cards. So we'll use Zombra to attack whatever this face-down card is. Witch of the Black Forest, 4-star monster, 1,100 attack, 1,200 defense. We saw that card because we have it. He is putting a Toon Summon Skull into his hand. We'll use Kiko to get rid of one of these Momongas, so he'll increase his life points by another 1,000. And we'll use the Gemini Elf to get rid of the other one. And finally, we can finally start dealing some damage. So it looks daunting with him having 12,400 life points, but that's all going to go away real fast because I don't think he has any real more monsters he can play. He needs to get Toon World on the field fast. Goblin Attack Force will go in defense mode, but that's acceptable.
I activate my spell card.
There's Toon World. All right, so he finally did draw it. He doesn't have any single monster cards he can play, though, so that's good. We got the Kunai Witch Chain, just won this card in the last duel. You can shift an opponent's monster in attack position to defense position. In addition, you can increase the attack of one of your own monsters by 500 points. We'll play that down. We'll put the Penguin Soldier in defense mode, and we might as well activate United We Stand now. So I'm going to gain 800 attack and defense points for each monster on my field. So we'll equip that to the Gemini Elf, and we're going to watch 1900 become 5,100. So really happy to see that. Kiko the Ghost Destroyer to attack him directly.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
And we can definitely remove 2 from play, which we will do. We'll take the Gemini Elf and one of the... with Toon World on play, I think it's best to remove the Toon Summon Skull, because I don't want him to get like Monster Reborn and accidentally get that on the field. So we'll do that. And then Gemini Elf with its 5,100 attack points. We'll definitely play that and get some big damage on there. So this should be his last turn unless he can find a way to get rid of my monsters. Okay, there's the Toon Mermaid. I'm sure he's going to sacrifice his hit for the Toon Summon Skull, but that doesn't matter to me as it's in defense mode. Cool, and that should be a win. We'll go into attack mode. We'll use Zomber the Dark to attack and destroy this Toon Summon Skull. That'll bring Zomber down to 1,300, but it doesn't really matter. With the Gemini Elf at 5,100 attack, and he only having 3,700 life points, that will be our win. Yeah, this deck of his, it's... I don't know if I really like it. Like, Toon monsters can be very, very good. If you get them out early, but that's the problem, is you gotta get them out early and you need Toon World. You only got 3 in the deck, so... And just trying to maintain the monsters with like Nimble Momonga, Giant Germs, and all that, it just doesn't work. So, anywho, let's see what we got. We have the Dual Duel again. We got the Snatch Steal. That's a really good spell card. Take control of one of your opponent's face-up monsters. Your opponent gains 1,000 life points at each of his standby phases. We got the Rock Spirit. That's a 4-star monster with 1,700 attack and 1,000 defense. This monster can only be special summoned by removing one Earth monster in your graveyard from play. Increase the attack of this monster by 300 points during your opponent's battle phase. Heartbeat's Brother, 4-star monster, 1,800 attack, 600 defense. Torrential Tribute, really good trap card. You can activate this card when a monster is summoned, including flip summon and special summon, destroy all monsters on the field. And we got Zomber again. So I'll start things off with the Torrential Tribute down and the Harpy's Brother in attack mode. And I will activate the Diligent Duo and hope to get rid of some good cards in his hand. So we got rid of a Giant Germ and a Gemini Elf. I am very happy to see that. I am surprised he discarded the Gemini Elf. But the Giant Germ, that's a 2-star monster, 1,000 attack, 100 defense. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of the battle, inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points. You can also take cards of the same name from your deck and special summon them in the field in face-up attack position. Deck is shuffled. He must have Toon cards in his hand because that's the only way he'd discard a Gemini Elf. But again, I'm not sad to see that go away. There it is, Toon World, so that's why he did that. He is paying the 1,000 life points to activate it, but he doesn't have any. He must have Toon Summon Skulls in his hand then, if that's the case. Just drew a Monster Reborn. I will summon Zomber, although I won't be able to attack with it. Wondering if I should use Monster Reborn on the Gemini Elf, but I think I'll hold for now and just use the Harpy's Brother to attack him directly. Again, guys, let me know what you think I should be doing. Maybe I should use Monster Reborn just to get his Gemini Elf on the field and inflict some more life point damage, but I think we're okay. So he's playing another card face down. No monsters to speak of. We drew the Change of Heart, so I can also use that if I need to. Gonna go with the Harpy's Brother again, attacking. That brings him down to 3,400. I'll try to make the next turn the last turn if he doesn't do anything here. And go all in. Okay, there's the summon and the sacrifice for the Toon Summon Skull. But I am not too concerned. I got Snatch Steal. I got Change of Heart. Don't think I need to worry about that. We also got the Dimensional Warrior again. So I will just use the Change of Heart. Take his Summon Skull. I'll summon my own Dimensional Warrior here. And we'll use the Harpy Brothers to attack him directly.
Ah, not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
And as I always say, if you have the opportunity to finish off your opponent with his or her own monster, you take it. I'll use the Toon Summon Skull to attack him directly and win the duel. Yeah, this Toon deck is, I think it's the weakest of his level 7 decks, honestly. Not sad to see it, though. It does lead to wins, and again, the purpose of this series is to try to win all the cards, so the faster we can do that, the better. Hopefully we do win some good cards. Hopefully 3 new cards. Nice. 2. We'll take that.
Hey, give me one more match. I know I can beat you this time.
All right, let's take a look at what our new cards are. 1 spell and 1 trap. So the trap new card is Skull Imitation. It is a continuous trap card. Every time a card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 300 points of direct damage to owner's life points per card. Yeah, that's not really how we play. It's a burn deck. I'm not playing a burn deck. And we got Inspection, a continuous magic card. During your opponent's standby phase, you can randomly select 1 card from your opponent's hand and look at it at the cost of 500 life points. Yeah, also not anything good. But hey, it does get us closer to our goal, which let's take a look at here. We have 135 of the 350 cards required for 38.5% completion. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you did. Just helps me know that you are enjoying the content. And until the next episode, later.